The winner of the third round was some guy from the 7th division that didn't really do anything special, but had the luck of running into a lot of cowards who surrendered before the fights even began. Once the winner received his prize, the announcer called for all the gladiators assembled in the fighting arena one last time so the penalty round could begin. Will the undesirable please form a line and face the rest of the gladiators? The announcer says. Darren, Hardwick, Kate, and I all head towards the center of the arena. We stand side by side, preparing our weapons. Now, who is ready to participate in the final? Announcer starts to say, but he stops when he sees Layla and Bruce both move at the same time in order to join our side. What are you doing? Announcer says. You're on the wrong side. Neither of you are undesirables. Yet, Bruce says. You are saying, announcer says, that you are voluntarily turning yourself into undesirables after the event has already ended just to stand by these gladiators' side. The true members of the 4th division shall stand united until the very last blow of the horn, Bruce says. Wilhelm frowns at Bruce, who was looking straight at him when he said those last words. After a few seconds of silence, the assassin moves from his spot and then joins the side as well. Very well, announcer says. While we're at it, if there are anyone else who would like to join the undesirable side, the gladiators fall silent. Seems that nobody else is planning to join us anymore. Good, the announcer says, and it's about time we get this round started, don't you think? Volunteers, please step forward so that you may join this optional round. One of the gladiators begin to move forward, but another one pulls him back from behind. You have a death wish? Gladiator from behind says. Don't you see? We are up against the dwarf pulverized, half of the manticores and the scorpions all by himself. The healer in the armor pretty much fought all the monsters by himself too. He doesn't even have a scratch. You'd have to be insane to want to fight them. Hearing the gladiator's speech, the few other warriors who were planning to join the final rounds are now all starting to have second thoughts. Really? Announcer says, shocked as he sees none of the gladiators are volunteering to fight. No one? Do your people realize what you can gain if you kill either of these warriors in front of you? You can be free just like that or get showered with riches. Better to be poor than dead, one of the gladiators says, while many of the other nod in agreement. What do you all think you're doing? The master shouts furiously as he comes running into the fighting arena once more. Why aren't you fighting them? There are dozens of you, dozens. Numbers don't mean anything when you're up against enemies of that caliber, one of the ambassadors gladiators says. What caliber? The ambassador shouts furiously. They're just a bunch of peasants. Do you think that fighting them is not worth the risk? Then I'll make it worth it and give you money beyond your wildest dreams. You will never have to work another day in your life. If you join this fight, we'll free you all and give you a high enough status that you will never risk having to fight in a place like this ever again. Just tell me what you want and I will provide it for you. All you have to do is fight. Fight, damn you. Gladiators are looking at each other with an uneasy look in their eyes, but it doesn't seem like any of them are seriously considering accepting the ambassador's offer. What is wrong with you? The ambassador shouts with his face red from anger. Do you have no ambition, no goals? What is it going to take to make you fight them? What is it going to take? Tell me, your miserable excuses for human beings. What do you want? Tell me, tell. The last word get drowned out by a very loud horn that seems to be all blowing in unison from different directions or sides of the city. The crowds are starting to panic. It seems that they all know something we don't. Whatever it is that those horns are supposed to signify, I'm definitely not liking the sound of this. Oh no, announcer says, trying to keep calm. Will the spectator please evacuate the arena in a calm, orderly fashion? The show is cancelled. I repeat, the show is cancelled. The spectators are now rushing in droves toward the exit of the Colosseums, and while they're not looking very calm and orderly to me, they're at least not knocking each other down, so they still have some sense of self-control left in them despite their panic. Now that he is done with the spectators, the announcer turns towards the gladiators. I'm afraid that I'm going to have to ask you to temporarily join the forces of our army until our current crisis gets averted. According to the laws of Thelius, during a citywide state of emergency, gladiators are to be used as resources of the kingdom until the state of emergency is officially declared to be over. Like hell, we feel this wasn't the deal. What about the penalty round? We still have to do that? What is the emergency? The emergency that we're being attacked, the announcer says. Don't you even know that much? How did they even let you into the... Announcer interrupts himself because a very powerful wind comes blowing towards us, feeling as if it could lift us in the air any second. If we weren't on our guard. This wind, I only witnessed something like this. Oh, is this a dragon or something? Something like this before. Oh gosh, please don't let it be Haflasethi. Of course it is. He got out of the fucking prison, didn't he? Haflasethi, I hear a familiar voice calling me from above. I've been looking for you. As I hesitantly turn my head upwards, I see Tyrat, the king of all dragons, flapping his wings high above in the sky, while looking directly at me with a menacing stare. Gods of mercy, Bruce says. The announcers, I don't think this world has gods. No, wait, they do have gods. They have been like, they're like material gods, just like Wizard's Fantasy. They did mention it once. It's like there's like the magical plane, where gods and no wait, yeah, no, there's like a plane where gods live, and then there's like a magical plane where everyone's soul live, and then there's the material plane, right? So the gods banished all the fucking what are they called, the women, what are they called, I've completely forgotten, the things that are inside the that take over the soul and make you like super awesome powerful creatures or whatever. I forgot their name, but those things, they got banished to the magical place, and they are now coming into the material place or whatever, for whatever reason. Or did they get banished to the material place? I don't know. I don't exactly remember. They didn't explain it that well neither, so I'm not gonna put the pieces together. Announcer screams as he falls on his back. As soon as he sees the dragon, the spectators look terrified. They're now screaming and pushing each other like madmen. At this rate, it won't take long until some of them get pushed to the ground and get trampled by the stampeding crowd. The ambassador gets out lets out a girly scream, runs away as fast as his legs can carry him outside of the fighting arena. You think that you could hide from me forever, hapless Seti, Tyrath says. You should realize that I would be able to track down your smell as soon as you get out of your underground hole. All you managed to do was prolong the inevitable. Hey Tyrath, we hear Araka's voice coming from our left. Long time no see, remember me? It's your old friend Araka. Clover is now jumping down from the spectator seats, using fire jets coming from her feet to slow down her fall. She then comes running to join the rest of us. In the center of the arena, Araka, Tyrath says, taking his eye off me to look towards her amulet. Is it just me or did you get a new look? Araka asked the dragon. What happened to your scales made of molten lava? What is that intimidating fiery aura that you used to have? Wait, is it because you got older? So much for being all powerful, huh? I bet you must really hate yourself for becoming such a weakling. How did you break the seal? Tyrath asked her. You mean the seal from the caves? Araka says. Seriously, you never even found out how... What? You never even found out I escaped? How did you even manage to miss the still winter? Were you hibernating or something? Boy, do I have some stories to tell you. The seal, Tyrath asked again. How did you break it? Oh, the old thing had already started to crack after the first 1,000 years or so, Araka says. As soon as there were enough cracks in it, all I had to do was wait for someone to enter the cave, and bam, I took over his body. Or at least I tried to. Ended up having to share it eventually. But seriously though, what did you think? Oh, was it... Oh shit. The share of the body, was it our boy Aiden, whose body he like she like shared? Because otherwise there is no one else strong enough to like hold her back or whatever. At least I tried to. We eventually had to share the body, whatever. Oh no, it's the other guy. They did mention there was like a leader among the still waters. Man, I don't even understand the scale. Have you ever thought about it? The still winter is like a bunch of still waters fighting against like some hippies, animals and stuff like that, and against Lashethi. Like, holy shit. I mean, the Lashethi and the Golden Fox might have some tricks up their sleeves, otherwise I don't see how they even survive a Stillwater assault. But regardless, hold on. But seriously though, what did you think would happen? You had an ally yourself with all those Lashethian mages who stand a chance against me, and you thought you had that your half-assed seal would hold me there forever. Don't make me laugh. The only reason why you even managed to beat me was because I had only just gotten myself banned from the magical plane and didn't really know the ins and outs of this world at that time. We had a rematch, now I'd obliterate you. You would obliterate me from inside your amulet. Tyrath says, you break this amulet for me and we can have a rematch right now if you want. Araka says, you can stay there and rot. Tyrath says, I didn't come here for you. I came here to get revenge, to prove to an insignificant insect just how hopeless it is to oppose me. Didn't you lose against me the last time though? Were you talking about me? I mean, both of these are trash options. Well, if you're going to take trash option, we might as well. Nah, that one sounds too haughty. We don't have this. Pride without substance is trash. Remember that. So I'm gonna go with wait. You're talking about me. Yes, I'm talking about you, you miserable wretch. Now stop talking. Activate your magic stats again, so I can prove to you how weak you truly are. You see, I tell the dragon. The thing is that I can't really activate those stats anymore. So you refuse to fight me at your full power. Then Tyrath says, no, you don't understand. I say I'm saying that I really can't use those stats right now. Couldn't you have come back later after I learn how to activate them? You're not planning to activate the stats, the dragon says. Then I'm going to start by slowly murdering all your friends. What am I, you fucking Gohan? What do you expect me to do, SSJ too? Okay, one by one, until you finally come to your senses. What I've done with you, I will destroy the entire city. Then I'll burn all the other human settlements from this continent to the ground. I will do today what I should have done 10,000 years ago. Your race was never meant to get out of the caves. Immediately after he finishes his speech, a very large explosion envelops the dragon. Then a few smaller explosions starts to fill the area around him.